Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I'm playing with my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of June, as well as I'm playing with a challenge from Rediscover Your Stash that Adam from Dottie About Flair had put out in the month of June. Is the no spend month, and so he had put out a challenge to use circles. So for this layout today, there is going to be lots of circles. The first thing that I'm working on here is my background, and I am taking some Distress Oxide ink in, it's the gray color and I forget the name of it, but I have my gray ink and I'm just inking all the edges of all of my circles with that gray ink so that everything I'm using lots of patterns, so adding that ink really helps tie all the colors together. Obviously, I'm going for a green and black and white and pink color scheme, and so that's what colors I chose for all the pattern papers. I am also taking this frame here from Pink Fresh, and I'm going to use that to frame my photo, and I'm just going to trim it up here. So this photo is a picture of my mom and my son, and so I am just going to use that frame to frame my photo, and then I'm going to go ahead and start to build out my background, which is going to be all done with circles to meet the challenge. And so I am going to look at having a cascade from the top to the bottom on the right side of the page, a cascade of a whole bunch of circles, and then I'm going to have a smaller sort of cascade that doesn't go all the way down the page on the left side of my layout. And so I'm just kind of playing around with the different designs that I have and deciding which circles are going to go where, balancing the colors throughout the page so that I have the green and the yellow, or the green and the pink mixed, and that I don't have two patterns that are right beside each other. And so I kind of get a good idea of where I want to place everything, and I'm just going to get the pieces laid out how I think they're going to go, and off camera I will go ahead and glue all of this down. So I'm going to have, like I said, that cascade of circles there on the right, and then I'm going to have another set of circles that are going to go here on the left, but they're just going to be more toward the top. And so I don't have perfect circles, so the ones that don't go, aren't perfect circles, those get tucked under. But it was a great way to use up a lot of scraps and a lot of 6x6. I just took a die and went ahead and die cut all of those circles with my Big Shot. There you see I have built another cluster that's going to go on that left side, as well as put my title together. And I used some thickers and then a vellum word that says sweet, and then together is actually a piece of acetate. And so I was able to use sort of three title words, and then two title words, and then the thickers for the word times. So the layout is called Sweet Times Together. And then in my How to Kill a Kit, I had this frame that is the same type of, it's not a metallic, it's like a holographic kind of shimmer to it, and I had that frame and I thought it would make the perfect shaker. So that's what you see me building here. I just took a piece of acetate and glued it to the frame, put down that foam tape, and then now I'm just filling up my shaker with all of the sequins. Now I filled it very, very full, so it is not going to actually shake. I really wanted it to be just full and just be sort of a kind of fun element on the page to add more of the colors that I was playing with on this page. I didn't have any intention for it to actually function as like a shaker. I really wanted to use up a ton of sequins, and so I purposely made it nice and full. So there you see that is kind of going to be a fun element there toward the bottom of my page. This is what's going to be the third cluster that's going to make my visual triangle on this page. And so I'm just building out my clusters with some of these Maggie Holmes florals, and then some of these little leaf pieces that I believe are from an old Paige Evans collection. And then I'm finishing off each of my clusters with, or two of my clusters with these bows, which I believe were from an old Maggie Holmes collection. And so I have my visual triangle that I like to have, and I'm just playing around with this last bow to decide where it is going to go. Ultimately, it stays up there at the top, and I am loving that all the sequins in that frame at the bottom. It plays off the frame that is around my photo. I also pulled in one of these flares from Scrap and Happy Studio, as well as some wood veneer hearts, and then I wanted to get those all used up. I had a couple of asterisks and a couple of stars that were, or a couple of hearts that were that wood veneer. They're super old from Pink Fresh. I got those on the layout, so once I had those down, that was pretty much going to be it for this page. And so I'm going to fiddle around a little bit with where the placement of everything is. But once I have sort of everything where I think I want it, I do go ahead and off camera glue down those embellishment clusters. And with that, I add a couple of additional sequins, which you see here in the final still shots. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.